nerdy as it all might sound, this could be one of the most important Supreme Court decisions of your life.
So the Supreme Court's currently debating whether federal district courts have the ability to issue nationwide injunctions. In simpler terms, whether any one of the 94 federal district courts, technically the lowest court level in the federal system, has the authority on behalf of the entire nation to stop a presidential action nationwide.
This is an interesting question, and one that's affected both Democrats and Republicans. For example, Biden's student loan forgiveness was stopped by a federal district court in Georgia, whereas Trump's attempt to stop birthright citizenship was also stopped by a federal district court.
The nationwide injunction has become a more powerful tool than ever, and it's been used more times during the last 5 presidential administrations than in our nation's entire history. Opponents argue that it gives too much power to individual judges, and point out that it results in what's called forum shopping, meaning that if you want a liberal decision, you bring the case in the Ninth Circuit, whereas if you wanted a conservative decision, you'd bring it in the Fifth Circuit.
But proponents point out that without it, we'd live in a confusing patchwork system of rules, which shouldn't be the case since federal law applies throughout the nation. It would also make the judicial branch's role in checks and balances more difficult.
For example, if a future president passed an executive order banning all guns in all situations, that would be blatantly unconstitutional. But it would have to go from the first federal district court all the way up to the Supreme Court, which can take forever, before it was overturned.
Or a court in every single district would have to rule on the issue, which would also take forever.
The Supreme Court's ruling on this is expected sometime in June. And it's important to remember that regardless of what you think of Trump, this decision will impact all future presidents.
Which is why